Image rehab failed. Harry adds insult to injury to the rift with Charles by harsh criticism from U.S. Prince Harry's frequent verbal attacks on Prince Charles are expected to continue overshadowing the Prince of Wales' attempts to rehabilitate his public image, a commentator claimed. The Duke of Sussex was believed to be very close with his father for years, up until Harry showed their relationship in a different light during his bombshell Oprah Winfrey interview in March. He said that he felt compelled to get his family away from royal life after the Duchess of Sussex told him that she felt suicidal while 6 months pregnant with their son, Archie, and he knew that he wasn't going to get from his family the kind of help that he and Meghan needed. He claimed Charles stopped taking my calls when he began to instigate his own departure from the firm, and alleged his family literally cut me off financially in the first quarter of 2020. Describing how their relationship might move forward, Harry said, "There's a lot to work through there. I feel really let down because he's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like, and Archie's his grandson." Royal commentator and co-author of Finding Freedom Omid Scobie claimed that it was these confessions about their relationship which were one of the most interesting aspects of the tell-all. Mr. Scobie said, "The insight into the relationship with Charles was most interesting to me. Because in fact it was so opposite to the briefing and guidance regularly given by Clarence House and the Palace about how Harry and Charles were still close. It was the Palace that was often telling the press, including myself, that Charles was keen to fund and support Harry and Meghan. This has become a recent source of contention as Clarence House's financial records for last year show the Prince of Wales did support the Sussexes from April 2020 until July. Sussex representatives have argued that this is what Harry meant when he said he was cut off in the first quarter of 2020, referring to the financial year rather than the calendar year. Analyzing how Harry's words will stick to Charles in the future, Mr. Scobie continued, "I don't think that will really go, or be of any help to him, in his sort of image rehab journey that he's been on the past 20 years that has already taken a huge hit by the 4th season of The Crown." Despite once being considered a charming member of the firm, Charles' extramarital affair with Camilla Parker Bowles during his marriage with Princess Diana, and their subsequent divorce, severely tarnished his image. While he managed to salvage his reputation in the years after his ex-wife's death, and even wed Camilla, Netflix's fictionalized series The Crown retold the story of his first marriage breakdown, and triggered a fresh wave of online abuse towards Charles. In The Crown's 2nd and 3rd seasons, Prince Charles was depicted as being a bit of a victim, a sensitive creature born to a tough father and a hands-off mother who may have been better suited to, say, Shakespearean stage work than leading the Commonwealth of Nations. Despite the opportunity to reconcile with his relatives at Prince Philip's funeral in April, the Duke of Sussex continued his tirade against his father when he appeared on Dax Shepard's podcast Armchair Expert and in his own docuseries, The Me You Can't See. Harry even accused his family of total neglect and said he wanted to break the cycle of genetic pain he inherited from his parents. "I thought my family would help, but every single ask, request, warning, whatever it is, just got met with total silence or total neglect," the Duke of Sussex said in an interview for the Apple TV docuseries The Me You Can't See, which was released on the streaming platform Friday. "That was one of the biggest reasons to leave," he said, referencing the couple's decision to step back from royal life. "Feeling trapped and feeling controlled through fear, both by the media and by the royal system itself, which never encouraged the talking about this kind of trauma. But certainly now, I will never be bullied into silence." It remains unclear whether the Sussexes will continue speaking out against the firm when their 5-month break has concluded in the autumn. But it seems unlikely that Harry will be able to reconcile with his father anytime soon. Charles chose to be in Scotland when his estranged son returned to the UK for the unveiling of the Princess Diana Memorial statue earlier this month. Princess Diana Memorial